My first thought was Africa. How in the world are they going to deal with this?
Tonight, COVID-19 spreads across Africa.
That means that we are not seeing people dying off in mass numbers as it was predicted. I think that is a very good news, and this is based on data.
Why do you think some people find that hard to believe, even if the data backs it up?
Chronic failures in the health system of South Africa's Eastern Cape have been exposed by the pandemic, according to a BBC investigation.
They're putting bodies out on the street. You're going to see that in countries in Africa.
Africa accounts for about 17% of the global population, but has only accounted for about 3.5% of the reported 1.1 million global COVID-19 deaths. This fact alone has baffled many in the West, some coming up with very racist reasons and not accepting that Africa is better than the West when it comes to the handling and managing of COVID-19.
It's going to be horrible in the developing world.
Welcome to Tunacheki, and in this video we present to you 5 reasons why Africa has a low COVID-19 death rates compared to the world. If you like informative and educational videos on Africa, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to catch all our latest videos. Number 5. The African age factor. The most obvious factor for the low death rate is the population age structure. The risk of dying of COVID-19 is higher for those aged above 80, almost 100 times more than that of the people in their 20s. Africa's mean age is 19 years, while that of Europe and the United States is about 45 years. So to dumb it down to the Western scientists and journalists who still don't get why Africa has low death rate is old is bad, young is good. Number 4. African genetics. Genetic factors may also be an important reason. A recently discovered group of genes associated with increased risk of COVID-19 complication is present in about 30% of South Asian genome and 8% of all Europeans, and is almost absent in all Africans. Also, prestigious science journal Nature reported the major genetic risk factors for severe COVID-19 cases is inherited from Neanderthals. Number 3. A more effective response. Another important reason is that public health response of African countries were prepared by the previous experiences of such outbreaks and epidemics such as Ebola and malaria, and was simply more effective in limiting transmission than other parts of the world that didn't know anything about pandemics. This simply means Africans know and have better experience on how to handle a health crisis better than the West. Number 2. The Great African Weather. A recent large multi-country study in Europe reported a significant decline in mortality-related COVID-19 cases to higher temperatures and humidity. The authors hypothesized that it may be because the mechanism by which our respiratory tracts clears the virus works better in warmer, more humid conditions. Africa experiences majority warm and humid weather throughout the year, so this might have slowed down the virus on the continent because Africans were getting less virus particles into their systems. Number 1. Better government actions. With the help of the Africa CDC and the African Union, many African states took direct action against the virus from day one. Not playing petty politics with people's lives like the United States and Europe did when it came to handling the pandemic, Africa started by blocking majority of the flights coming from hot zones like Europe and the United States. Africa also implemented wearing of masks, which many Africans easily followed, unlike many in the West. Africa also had lockdowns and curfews, which very much helped in the reduction of the pandemic. So, to sum it up, is Africa out of the woods when it comes to COVID-19? Well, obviously not. There's still plenty of virus going around, and we do not know what may happen to the virus as it evolves. But if Africa continues doing what it's doing now, it will continue to fare better than the rest of the world. If you like informative and educational videos on Africa, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to catch all our latest videos. And please feel free to leave your suggestions, news tips, or topics about Africa you'd like us to cover.